In this video, from the topic differentiation, we have to discuss the sum of the examples from the exercise 1.5. From that, we have to discuss the question number 3. In the previous video, we have to already discuss the sum of the examples from the question number 3. In this video, we have to start from the example number 9. What is that example number 9? See here. Example number 9 is, if y is equal to sine of m cos inverse x, then show that 1 minus x square d2y by dx square minus x into dy by dx plus m square y is equal to 0. Proof. Let y is equal to sine of m cos inverse of x. Okay, we have to differentiate this with respect to x. dw with respect to x, we get differentiation of y with respect to x is nothing but dy by dx. What is the differentiation of sine? It is nothing but the cos, so that cos of m cos inverse of x. First we have to take the differentiation of sine. Next we have to take the differentiation of m cos inverse of x, so that d dx of m cos inverse of x, that is nothing but dy by dx is equal to cos of m cos inverse x into, here m is a constant, so that we have to take the outside, m into d dx of cos inverse of x. What is the differentiation of cos inverse of x? Minus 1 upon under square root of 1 minus x square, so that dy by dx is equal to cos of m cos inverse x into m into minus 1 upon under square root of 1 minus x square. This can be written as dy by dx is equal to minus m into cos of m cos inverse of x divided by under square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, we have to take this denominator on this side, because if you have to take the second order derivative, here we have to apply the quotient rule, and if you have to take the square root on this side, we have to apply the product. Instead of quotient rule, product rule we have to deal very easily, so that under square root of 1 minus x square into dy by dx is equal to minus m into cos of m cos inverse of x. Okay, now we have to differentiate this with respect to x. dw with respect to x, we get, by using the product rule, what you have to get, see here, first function as it is, under square root of 1 minus x square as it is, into derivative of the second function. What is the derivative of dy by dx? It is nothing but d2y by dx square, plus second function as it is, dy by dx as it, into derivative of first function. What is the derivative of root? It is nothing but 1 upon 2 times under square root of 1 minus x square, into, we have to take the derivative of 1 minus x square, that is d dx of 1 minus x square is equal to, the minus m is a constant, so that we have to take the outside the derivative. First we have to keep the finger on cos. What is the derivative of cos? it is nothing but minus sine. Angle as it is m cos inverse of x into d dx of m cos inverse x. Okay, so that here we have to get under square root of 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx into 1 upon 2 times under square root of 1 minus x square. 1 is a constant, is derivative is 0, minus what is the derivative of x square, it is nothing but 2x, is equal to this minus become plus. Also here m is a constant, so that we have to take the outside, so that m square sine of m cos inverse of x. That is the differentiation of cos inverse of x. It is nothing but minus 1 upon under square root of 1 minus x square. So that this will be written as under square root of 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square minus 2x divided by 2 times of under square root of 1 minus x square into dy by dx is equal to, here we can write minus m square into sine of m cos inverse of x divided by under square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, here we have to say that sine of m cos inverse is nothing but y. We have to take this denominator under square root of 1 minus x square on this side, it will multiply to this, so that what you have to get this root into this root, nothing but x square, that is under square root of 1 minus x square bracket square into d2y by dx square. This 2 to get cancelled, so that minus, also if you have to multiply the square root on this side, this square root also get cancelled, so that we have to get minus x into dy by dx is equal to minus m square y. You have to substitute the value of y, since y is nothing but sine of m cos inverse of x. Okay, square and square root get cancelled, so that 1 minus x square d2y by dx square minus x dy by dx plus, we have to take this minus term on this side, that is plus m square y is equal to 0. Hence the after that we have to discuss the example number 10. What is that example number 10? See here. Example number 10 is, if y is equal to log 2x, show that xy2 plus y1 into bracket 1 plus xy1 is equal to 0. Let y is equal to log 2x. Okay, we have to differentiate with respect to x, dw with respect to x we get differentiation of y with respect to x, nothing but dy by dx is equal to, first we have to keep the finger on this log. What is the derivative of log? 1 upon x, x is nothing but log of 2x into d dx of log of 2x. So what we have to get, see here, dy by dx is equal to 1 upon log of 2x into, here we have to keep the finger on log. What is the derivative of log? It is nothing but 1 upon x, but instead of x we have to use the 2x into d dx of 2x, so that what you have to get, dy by dx is equal to 1 upon log of 2x into 1 upon 2x into 2. Differentiation of x with respect to x is nothing but 1. So that also here 2 get cancelled, so that we can write dy by dx is equal to 1 upon x into log of 2x. Here 2 get cancelled, x into log of 2x remaining in the denominator. We have to take this x on this side. It must be x into dy by dx is equal to 1 upon log of 2x. Now we have to differentiate with respect to x. Again, dw with respect to x we get. Here we have to use the product rule. First function as it is derivative of second. Derivative of dy by dx with respect to x is nothing but d2y by dx square, plus second function as it is derivative of first. Differentiation of x with respect to x is nothing but 1 is equal to. Here we have to treat this function as a 1 upon x, so that what is the derivative? That minus 1 upon log of 2x bracket square into d dx of log of 2x. Okay, we have to use here, since d dx of 1 upon x is nothing but minus 1 upon x square. Like that we have to use that formula. Okay, so that what we have to get, x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon log of 2x bracket square. What is the derivative of log of 2x? It is nothing but 1 upon 2x. Okay, into d dx of 2x. So that what you have to get, differentiation of this 2x is nothing but the 2, so that we can write x into d2y by dx square plus this dy by dx plus dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon log of 2x bracket square, log of 2x bracket square into this 1 upon 2x, 1 upon 2x into 2. Differentiation of this 2x is nothing but the 2. Here 2 get cancelled, so that what we have to remain, x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon x into log of 2x bracket square. Okay, here what we have to require, we have to take this term on this side, so that we get x into d2y by dx square here as it is. Only for this, dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon x into log of 2x bracket square. Okay, for that what we have to do, we have to take this whole term on this side, it must be plus, so that x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx plus 1 upon x into log of 2x bracket square is equal to 0. Okay, but dy by dx is nothing but 1 upon x into log of 2x, so that we have to use this. So that we can write x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx plus we can use this value, so that we have to get dy by dx into 1 upon log of 2x is equal to 0. How to write this? x into log of 1 upon x into log of 2x. 1 upon x into log of 2x is nothing but the dy by dx, and this log of 2x 1 upon log of 2x as it is. So that what you have to write here, x into d2y by dx square plus here dy by dx we have to take the common, so that dy by dx into bracket what is remaining 1 plus 1 upon log of 2x is equal to 0. Okay, here if you have to multiply numerator and denominator by x, so that what you have to get, x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx into 1 plus x divided by x into log of 2x is equal to 0. So here 1 upon x into log of 2x, 1 upon x into log of 2x is nothing but the dy by dx, so that we can write x into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx into bracket 1 plus x into, we can write only value of this 1 upon x into log of 2x, 1 upon x into log of 2x is nothing but dy by dx, so that we can write x into dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay, but y2 is nothing but d2y by dx square, y1 is nothing but the dy by dx, so that we can write x y2 plus y1 into bracket 1 plus x y1 is equal to 0. In the proof. Here we have to complete the proof of the example number 10. After that example number 10, we have to start the example number 11. What is that example number 11? See here. Example number 11 is, if x square plus 6xy plus y square is equal to 10, show that d2y by dx square is equal to 80 divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. We have to start the proof. Let x square plus 6xy plus y square is equal to 10. We have to differentiate this with respect to x, so that dw with respect to x we get. Okay, what is the differentiation of x square? It is nothing but the 2x plus 6 into, we have to use here, that is nothing but the ddx of xy plus, by using the power function we can write 2y into dy by dx. There is a constant, so that its derivative is 0, so that 2x plus 6, here we have to use the product rule. First function as it is derivative of second, x into dy by dx, plus second function as it is derivative of first, y into 1, plus 2y into dy by dx is equal to 0. If you have to divide it by 2, we get x plus 3 into bracket x dy by dx plus y into dy by dx is equal to 0. So that what we have to write, x plus 3x into dy by dx plus 3y plus y into dy by dx is equal to 0. You have to see that we take the dy by dx is a common, so that we can write what you have to write, x plus this 3y as it is, 3y plus, from this we have to take the dy by dx common, that is dy by dx into bracket. Here remaining only 3x, here remaining only y, that is 3x plus y is equal to 0. We have to take this term, that is x plus 3y on this side, so that dy by dx into 3x plus y is equal to minus x plus 3y. so that we have to write dy by dx is equal to minus into x plus 3y divided by 3x plus y. We have to require here d2y by dx square, so that we have to again differentiate with respect to x, dw with respect to x we get, so that what we have to get differentiation of this dy by dx with respect to x is nothing but the d2y by dx square, d2y by dx square, okay, is equal to, here we have to use the quotient rule, denominator into, that is 3x plus y into d dx of numerator, that is minus x plus 3y, minus numerator into, that is minus x plus 3y into derivative of this denominator, that is d dx of 3x plus y divided by denominator square, that is 3x plus y bracket square, so that what we have to get here d2y by dx square is equal to, this minus we have to take in the beginning, that is minus into 3x plus y into differentiation of this x is nothing but 1 plus 3 into differentiation of this y with respect to x is nothing but dy by dx. This minus minus become plus x plus 3y into 3 is a constant, so that is differentiation is 3 is a constant, so that we have to take the outside. Differentiation of this x is nothing but 1 plus differentiation of this y with respect to x is nothing but the dy by dx divided by this denominator as it is 3x plus y bracket square. Okay. Now here we have to use the value of the dy by dx. What is the value of dy by dx here? d2y by dx square is equal to minus 3x plus y into bracket 1 plus 3 into, what is the value of dy by dx? Dy by dx is nothing but minus x plus 3y divided by 3x plus y. Okay, by using this quotient rule, I will write this value of dy by dx plus x plus 3y into 3 minus, what is that, x plus 3y divided by 3x plus y, okay, divided by 3x plus y bracket square. Now we have to simplify this. What we have to get? What you have to get? d2y by dx square is equal to minus 3x plus y into bracket. We have to equalize the denominator, so that 3x plus y we have to multiply this 1, so that 3x plus y, 3 we have to multiply to this with this minus sign, that is minus 3x minus 9y divided by this 3x plus y as it is 3x plus y plus x plus 3y into, we have to multiply on this side, so that 3 into this one, 9x plus 3y minus x minus 3y divided by 3x plus y divided by this denominator square, that is 3x plus y bracket square. so that if you have to get d2y by dx square, d2y by dx square is equal to this 3x plus y get cancelled, so that what we have to remaining minus plus 3x get cancelled. This y minus 9y, that is minus 8y. Okay, plus x plus 3y into here 9x minus x is nothing but the 8x plus 3y minus 3y get cancelled, divided by 3x plus y as it is, whole divided by 3x plus y bracket square. This minus minus become plus, so that d2y by dx square is equal to, you have to here equalize the denominator, so that 8y into 3x plus y plus 8x into x plus 3y divided by this 3x plus y, and is divided by 3x plus y bracket square, it is nothing but 3x plus y bracket cube. So that what you have to get, d2y by dx square, d2y by dx square is equal to, if you have to multiply by the 8, what you have to get, 24xy plus 8y square plus 8x square plus 24xy divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. Okay, so that what we have to get, d2y by dx square is equal to, here we have to see that 24xy, it is nothing but 48xy, so that we can write 8x square plus 48xy plus 8y square divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. From this we have to take the 8 common, so that d2y by dx square is equal to 8 into x square plus 6xy plus y square divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. What is the value of x square plus 6xy plus y square? X square plus 6xy plus y square is nothing but the 10, so that we can write d2y by dx square is equal to 8 into 10 divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. So that this is nothing but d2y by dx square is equal to 80 divided by 3x plus y bracket cube. Hence the proof. Okay. After that, we have to discuss the example number 12. What is that example number 12? See here. Example number 12 is, if x is equal to a sin t minus b cos t, y is equal to a cos t plus b sin t. We have to consider that x is equal to a sin t minus b cos t, and y is equal to a cos t plus b sin t. We have to differentiate this with respect to x, so that dw with respect to t, sorry, not x, with respect to t, we get, what is the differentiation of x with respect to t? It is nothing but dx by dt is equal to, a is a constant, so that we have to take the outside the derivative. Differentiation of sin t is nothing but the cos t minus b into, what is the differentiation of cos t? It is nothing but minus sin t. Okay, here differentiation of y with respect to t is nothing but the dy by dt, A is a constant, so that we have to take the outside the derivative. Differentiation of this cos t is nothing but minus sin t plus b into differentiation of sin t is nothing but the cos t. So that we can write dx by dt is equal to a cos t. This minus minus becomes plus b sin t, and here dy by dt is nothing but minus a sin t plus b cos t. Okay, so here we have to take the minus sign common, so that we can write here dx by dt and dy by dt. Dx by dt is nothing but dx by dt is as it is, that is a cos t plus b sin t, and dy by dt, here I will change that dy by dt. dy by dt is equal to, here we have to take the minus common, so that a sin t minus b cos t, so that we have to get dx by dt and dy by dt. Now here t is a parameter. Before that, a cos t b sin t, a cos t plus b sin t is nothing but y, so that we can write dx by dt is nothing but y, and dy by dt is nothing but a sin t minus b cos t. A sin t minus b cos t, it is nothing but the x, so that we can write minus x. Here we have to write that dy by dt. Here t is a parameter. T is a parameter, so that we can write dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt, with dx by dt is not equal to 0. Now we have to substitute the corresponding values of dy by dt and dx by dt, so that we get dy by dx is equal to, now what is the value of dy by dt? It is nothing but minus x. What is the value of dx by dt? That we have to find here, that is nothing but y. So that dy by dx is equal to minus x divided by y. Okay, we have to find the d2y by dx square, so that again we have to differentiate with respect to x. Again differentiate with respect to x, we get, okay, differentiation of this dy by dx with respect to x is nothing but d2y by dx square is equal to, here we have to use the product, denominator into derivative of the numerator, that is the d dx of minus x, minus numerator into derivative of the denominator, that is differentiation of y with respect to x, it is nothing but dy by dx divided by denominator square, that is y square. Okay, this value we have to require, so that I will write here dy by dx is equal to minus x divided by y, so that we get d2y by dx square is equal to differentiation of x with respect to x nothing but 1. Due to this minus we get minus y. This minus minus becomes plus, plus x into, what is the value of dy by dx? Minus x divided by y divided by this y square as it is. So that what you have to get d2y by dx square is equal to minus y minus x square divided by y divided by y square. Here we have to equalize the denominator, so that we can write d2y by dx square is equal to, this becomes minus y square minus x square divided by y, and this denominator, that is y square as it is, so that we can write d2y by dx square is equal to, from that we have to take the minus common, so that minus into bracket x square plus y square. This denominator, this y goes into denominator, it becomes y cube. So that we can write d2y by dx square is equal to d2y by dx square is equal to minus, we have to write this minus common, x square plus y square divided by y cube. Here is the root. Okay. After that, we have to discuss the successive differentiation of the given function. That means we have to discuss the nth order derivative. Now we have to discuss the successive differentiation or nth order derivative of some standard functions. What is meant by successive differentiation? Successive differentiation is the process of differentiation. Is the process of differentiating a given function successively for n times. Successive differentiation is the process of differentiating a given function for n times, and the result of such differentiation is called as a successive differentiation. The higher order derivatives of some standard function having basically importance in scientific and engineering applications. Means why we have to discuss the nth order derivative or successive differentiation? Because they are having the more importance in scientific calculation or scientific reasoning, and also in the whatever that applications in the engineering. Also, there is no general formula to find the nth order derivative. In the AP arithmetic progression, to find the nth term, we have to know that the formula Tn is equal to. But to find the nth order derivative, there is no standard formula to find the nth order derivative of the given standard function. So, why there is no formula? Because for each and every functions having their own general formula for nth order derivative. But whatever that process we have to follow to find the nth order derivative of the given function, there is some algorithm. So that algorithm that we have to discuss that. When we have to discuss the algorithms, we have to best way we have to use the method of the mathematical induction. In the method of mathematical induction, what we have to do that we have to find the first order derivative. Then we have to find the second order derivative. Then we have to find the third order derivative. Means in the step first, what we have to do that we have to find the first order derivative, we have to find the second order derivative, we have to find the third order derivative. In the step number second, what we have to do that we have to observe that the changes happen in the first order derivative, second order derivative, and in the third order derivative. That changes happen must be in the, suppose that coefficients. Somewhat we have to there is changes in the angles. Somewhat they have to changes in the power of the functions. Somewhat they have to changes in the sign. So that in the step number 2, what we have to do that we have to observe the coefficients, we have to observe the angles, we have to observe the powers of the functions, we have to observe the signs. And in the last step, whatever that pattern we have to observe in the first order derivative, in the second order derivative, in the third order derivative, from that pattern we have to write the whatever the changes in that pattern, we have to write the nth order derivative. So that we have to discuss some of the examples on the nth order derivatives. What are the examples that we have to see here? From the question number 4, we have to discuss the example number first. What is the question number 4? Question number 4 is to find the nth order derivative. Okay. From the question number 4, we have to discuss the first examples. Question number 4 is find the nth order derivative of the following. From that, what is the first example? First example is that ax plus b raised to m. Okay, solution. Let y is equal to ax plus b raised to m. According to the first step, we have to find the first order derivative, second order derivative, and the third order derivative. Okay, so that first we have to differentiate this with respect to x, dw with respect to x, we get differentiation of this y with respect to x is nothing but dy by dx is equal. First we have to keep the finger on this power, so that we have to take the power as it is. From the power we have to minus 1, that is m minus 1. Then we have to take the derivative of this ax plus b, so that d dx of ax plus b. Okay, so that what we have to get, dy by dx is equal to m into ax plus b raised to m minus 1 into a is a constant, so that keep as it is. Differentiation of x with respect to is 1, b is a constant, so that is derivative 0, so that a plus 0 is nothing but a, so that we have to get dy by dx is equal to m into a into ax plus b raised to m minus 1, which is the first order derivative. Similarly, we have to find the second order derivative, so that again differentiate with respect to x, we get. Okay, what is the differentiation of this dy by dx with respect to x? It is nothing but d2y by dx square. Okay, here m into a is a constant, so that we have to take the outside the derivative. Ma into d dx of, what is the function, ax plus b raised to m minus 1, ax plus b raised to m minus 1. So that d2y by dx square is equal to m into a. Here we have to take the power as it is, so that m minus 1 into ax plus b. From the power we have to minus 1, that is m minus 2 into d dx of ax plus b. So that what we have to get, d2y by dx square is equal to a into m minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus 2 into a is a constant, so that as it is, differentiation of x with respect to 1, b is a constant, so that is derivative is a 0, so that we get d2y by dx square is equal to a into m minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus 2 into a. That is nothing but d2y by dx square is equal to a into a, nothing but a square into m minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus 2. Okay, if you have to observe it carefully, here first order derivative, so that here coefficient is m, power of the a is nothing but the 1. Here also power of the ax plus b is power is the m minus 1. If you have to observe the d2y by dx square, here power of the a is a 2. Second order power of a is a 2. First order power of a is a 1. First order derivative, there is only one factor, that is m. Second order derivative, there are two factors, m into m minus 1, that is we have to minus 1. Also we have to observe the power of ax plus b, it is nothing but m minus 1 for first order derivative. For the second order derivative, here power is the m minus 2. From that we can write, similarly we can write d3y by dx cube is equal to a3 into m minus 1 into m minus 2 into ax plus b raised to m minus 3. Second order derivative we have to minus 2, third order derivative we have to minus 3. So that in general we can write nth order derivative we get, what we have to get, nth order derivative, that is dny by dx raised to n is equal to Here third order derivative power of a is 3. Nth order derivative the power of a is nothing but the n into here third order derivative we have to minus 2. Nth order derivative we have to minus n minus 1, that is we have to write m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 so on m minus n minus 1 into here power is m minus 3. If third order derivative, if the nth order derivatives we can write the power as m minus n, so that we can write ax plus b raised to m minus n, so that we can write dny by dx raised to n is equal to m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 so on m minus n plus 1 into a raised to n into ax plus b raised to m minus n, which is the nth order derivative. This nth order derivative also we can write in the factorial notation for this product of these factors. How to write that? dny by dx raised to n is equal to m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 so on m minus n plus 1. After that which is the next term, we have to minus 1 from this, so that what is that term is m minus n, so that we have to multiply, that is m minus n so on up to 3 into 2 into 1. Also we have, for the denominator we have to multiply this extra factors. What are that extra factors? m minus n into 3 into 2 into 1 into a raised to n into ax plus b raised to m minus n, so that this can be written as dny by dx raised to n is equal to m factorials divided by m minus n factorials into a raised to n into ax plus b raised to m minus n. See here, for this we can write as the factorial as m factorial into a raised to n as it is, ax plus b raised to m minus n as it is, divided by m minus n factorial, which is the required answer. After that, in the next video, from the topic differentiation, we have to discuss the exercise 1.5. From that exercise 1.5 we have to discuss the question number 4, and from that question number 4 we have to discuss from the example number 2 to whatever that examples we have to cover in that video, we have to discuss it. Okay, thank you.